I am about to be owned. Shoe0nHead made a video called Blame the Voters, responding to Democrat criticism. And I'm in this video at like 12 minutes through. I'm going to watch as much of this as I can, but if after I'm included, I don't think I'm interested anymore, I might bail out because this thing's 46 minutes long. But if it's still interesting, I'll keep watching. Let's see.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Shoe0nHead channel. I am your host, Shoe0nHead. You may know me on Reddit as generic far-right Fox News bigot. Or perhaps you know me as Commie Mommy. You people need help. Anyway.
Wow. When I watch these videos, I realize how dated it is. It still works for her, I guess. She has YouTube success. It's just like, yeah, she's chronically unfunny. Chat put me in the corn suit. You will delegitimize everything I say. Everything I say is now a joke.
My last few videos about the election got a lot of attention, as well as brought a lot of new people to the channel. So everyone say hello to the new people. Please welcome the new people. Please be polite to them. Educate them on what to expect here. Just don't tell them about the contraption. But not all the attention I got from my election videos was good attention. So I've decided today I am going to respond to those critics. I figured it's been a while since I actually responded to a response that I've gotten on YouTube. It's very old school, very 2012 YouTube. All I need is a rant Sona and I'm set. So that is what we're going to do today.
They're still trying the rant Sonas. It's still a thing, and I don't think she's changed much at all since 2012. Like, the setup is very similar.
To respond to criticism rationally and calmly. I will be reacting to people's reactions of two different videos of mine, America is in Shambles and Downfall of the Democrats. If you haven't seen those videos, I will put them down in the description so you have more context. I highly suggest you watch them before you watch this video. Pause this video, go watch them. Don't worry, I will be right here. I've been here for 10 years. Will I be doing this in 10 more years? Will I be a 43-year-old e-girl? I guess we'll wait and see. Now, a lot has happened since my last video. It's been like, what, 2 months? That's like 10 years in internet time. There's so much going on.
Yeah, probably.
On the news, it's honestly hard to keep up. So what has happened since my last video? Well, Biden is gone. He is out of office. He has somehow completed a 4-year term, which means, that's right, Dave Rubin has to retire.
If Joe Biden
completes
a 4-year term, actually completes a 4-year term, I will retire.
It also means, once again,
That would be great.
Trump has been inaugurated. And this time, all our favorite characters were there. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos' wife's tits, Mark Zuckerberg. Frankly, it's disgusting seeing billionaires so openly and brazenly support our government officials. They should be doing it behind the scenes like they've been doing for decades. Ladies and gentlemen, the elites have officially bent the knee. And it seems with the popular—
The elites have bent the knee. Like, oh, man. No. The elites bought the government.
Vote came the sudden and long overdue death of woke capitalism. Rest in piss. Although I never did get to try those gay Oreos.
Woke capitalism is over. Yeah, I'm sure that won't ever come back.
You don't know what you got till it's gone. The inauguration was a beautiful celebration for Republicans, full of joy and whimsy, and a complete humiliation ritual for the Democrats. Bye, Joe. Thanks for all the fucking nothing. Your legacy will be having dementia, aiding a genocide, and handing the country over to Donald Trump on a silver platter.
True. Very true.
Executive order after executive order, pardon after pardon, Trump got to work enacting his mandate on day one. But even as all this is happening, Trump seems to be on this bizarre side quest to conquer Canada and Greenland. But if we're gonna annex Canada and make it great again, can we at least get their healthcare without the wait times or the assisted suicide? Can't there just—
Dude, she can't even for a second. It does sound like a lot of stolen tweets in this script. The assisted suicide. I think you should be able to have assisted suicide. It doesn't matter. Assisted suicide is something that you shouldn't do in lieu of giving people health care, and that's not what they're doing. It's death with dignity. You get to choose. I don't think anyone should be forced to live if they don't want to. I just think that we should do it responsibly, and people do.
Just be a normal healthcare system that doesn't put you in debt or offer to kill you if you are in debt. Speaking of healthcare, an Italian-American Tucker Carlson fan from New York murdered a healthcare CEO. And it wasn't me. His name is Luigi Mangione, and he's currently the most thirsted after man in the world.
Mama, I'm in love with a criminal.
True, but I don't know if we can even play this song that long.
Ugh, women are so cooked, dude. Why can't they just be normal and make fan cams of the Unabomber like me?
We can't listen to Dave Grohl's songs either.
Now, I don't condone murder. That's it, I don't condone murder. Murder is bad.
That's the whole thing?
But honestly, I don't even know what killing a healthcare CEO even does.
Yeah, cuck. Classic shit like that. I don't condone murder. All right. Cool. The healthcare CEO that was murdering people, you know? Just classic. It's always this shit. It's like shit libs, man. Shit libs. It's crazy that she doesn't think she's part of this Trump thing either. She's like, well, I don't like Trump or whatever. And then it's like, but you just like to try to make jokes for your audience. What you always do is you start with what seems like a progressive thing, and then the punchline is, and then the right-wing answer to that progressive thing is correct. That's your bit. It's over and over and over and over, and I'm sure at this point you understand that that's the formula. She can't be that fucking unaware of everything she's ever said, right? No way.
It's a job position. The job position will be filled again. The goal should be get rid of the job position altogether. But it's really depressing that it took this for a conversation about the absolute scam that is the American health insurance system to go mainstream. Lord knows I've been shouting about it for long enough. But you know who doesn't need healthcare anymore? Jimmy Carter.
Yeah, but like you undermine your pursuit for healthcare when you like validate right-wing opinions on everything else, and then they end up just voting right-wing anyway. I would be fucking shocked to find out that you had a lot of Kamala voters in your chat. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not because like Kamala is a good vote. Like, we all have criticisms of the liberals, but the criticisms of the liberals are not, they're gonna fucking ruin the country. They're just like, they're going to continue to have a country that mostly sucks and will make small, not very satisfying progress. That's like literally what the liberals are. Because the liberals don't have like a political platform. They have like polling and they try to say stuff to get votes. That's like kind of their thing. Is status quo essentially, and we get small wins of progressiveness whenever we push. And that's like, choose your weakest fucking adversary. I guess I just don't... I don't understand why Shoe doesn't think she contributes to this shift rightward, and if she does understand that she contributes to the shift rightward, does she acknowledge that publicly, or is that just a thing that privately she is aware of? Like, do you genuinely think that you move people to the left? Because I don't think you do. I genuinely think that you're a gateway to the right. I don't think most people watch Shoe0nHead videos and go, now I'm left leaning. Even if they're like pro healthcare or whatever, because they're otherwise in the culture war on the right wing side, and they say like, oh well, I don't want fucking trans people to exist. It's crazy. Anti-feminism, all the stuff that like she centrist rides on, because of course, you know, her husband and stuff is a Catholic. She calls herself a leftist? No, I don't think she calls herself a leftist. She calls herself probably a progressive.
Because he's dead. He died at the ripe age of 100, and I know what you're thinking. Vaxxed? But at his funeral, we all saw this. He's Hitler! He's Hitler! He's Hitler! He's Hitler! Oh, hey, buddy. I'm sorry, I see...
So, he is very much like Hitler. He's doing Hitler things right now. Hopefully it doesn't... Like, the reason people say that is because, look, he's doing these things. He's very autocratic. It's very kleptocratic. A lot of oligarchy happening right now. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad situation. And leftists have always said... Like, you're listening to liberals and getting mad at the liberals or whatever. Like, leftists have always said, cut a liberal, a fascist bleeds, because they are on the side of capital. Because Barack Obama and the other liberals are happy to hand over Donald Trump power, hoping that he maintains some kind of status quo for the capitalist class because they'll be okay because they're rich. Like Nancy Pelosi's like fucking out here slinging all sorts of, you know, backhanded backroom deal stock options and shit and making lots of bank off of it. But like, you don't understand that critique. And if you do, you don't act like you do. That's a bad interaction that you should be against, and only leftists are identifying this as a problem. Only leftists are. And only leftists are acting in accordance with that value. Liberals certainly don't. Even if liberals are like, oh, I want health care. Okay, what is stopping us from having health care? And you'll say it's the politicians. It's not the politicians. The politicians that go like, yes, one way to win is to get enough politicians to vote on our behalf. But the reason that we have to fight for the votes to do that is the corporations and the capitalism behind that. And because these people do not want to look at the problem or are unwilling because they've already committed to capitalism, they can't. They can't get the fuck out of it. And it's like liberals or, centrists and right-wingers, she dabbles, depends on what the situation is. Now that Trump is in office, she will seem further left because she's going to punch at Trump.
Seem to recall this man scolding the black community for voting for a racist, sexist fascist. And here he is, chatting it up with that very racist, sexist fascist. Gee.
All right. And then you say, like, is he actually a racist, sexist fascist then?
It's almost like they don't fucking believe it. Like,
see? But that's not the case. They do believe it. They do believe he's a racist, sexist fascist. They just think they'll be fine. You take the wrong fucking lessons out of that. Them handing the country over to Donald Trump does not mean he doesn't suck. Hello? What are they, like, did you want if the Democrats had been like, no, we gotta kill him, and they fucking, like, shot him on fucking swearing day, people go fucking crazy. Like, they have to hand the country over no matter what, because that's how it fucking works, and that's the standard that they have set. And they are the status quo people. Man. Ugh. It's crazy to take the lesson that Trump might not be as bad as he is because they let him be president. It's nuts.
Like, the Biden administration literally just named an aircraft after George W. Bush. George W. Bush. The literally Hitler from 20 years ago. In 20 years, we're going to have like a Navy fleet named after Trump. It's all fake. It's all big fake gay club and we're not in it. At the end of the day, these people would rather see the country burn to the ground than actually help the citizens in it. Literally.
Breaking now at 11, 16 people.
Yeah, but you say these people, and then you cape to a right-wing fan base, and they assume that you mean Democrats when you say this. And you kind of do mean that, because you think you're doing Fox News. It always pivots to the right. Like, this problem here exists because billionaires own most of the fucking water here, and climate change is running rampant as the dry seasons are longer and more severe. But instead, you go to, like, Democrat mismanagement.
People confirmed dead in the California wildfires. New fears the massive fires will only continue to grow.
There's no water coming out of the fire hydrant.
What do you mean you ran out of water? You're California! You're next to the goddamn Pacific Ocean, for fuck's sake! It was getting so bad.
June, they're not, please don't, no, stop it. They're not gonna shoot salted water onto the fucking land. What, man? I like, the Pacific Ocean was the joke, but, like,
people were using almond milk to put out the fire. California moment. Thousands of people have lost their homes, lives were destroyed, but thankfully the Biden administration sent $20 billion to rebuild California. That's amazing. Just kidding, that was for Israel. But thankfully Trump has
right, which sucks.
Frozen foreign aid for 90 days. Except for Israel. How are the Democrats doing since losing to Trump? Are they taking a step back and reevaluating their tactics and their platform? Are they looking for a real populist candidate to put up for 2028? What is their plan? Oh, god damn it. So let's get into these responses I got to my videos, shall we? Okay, I searched Shoe0nHead reaction and I'm scrolling through these videos and it's like anime girl, anime girl, anime girl, anime girl, anime boy. Anime girl, anime girl, anime girl. I feel like I'm scrolling through the porn history of the average Shoe0nHead fan. Oh, by the way, I will link the videos I react to in the description down below, so you can watch the full videos, the full criticism if you want to. But if you do go to any of these people's channels, please be normal in the comments. We are all just...
I have terrible news for you, Shoe. The reason I knew that I was in this video and mentioned was because I started getting Nazis in my comments. I'm not kidding. I started getting, and on Twitter, I started getting, like, fucking avowed Nazis. And look, I mean, that's obviously... Keep coping, libtard. Happy to see you cope and seethe. I'm getting a lot of these guys today. He says, if I had it my way, I would like you to be sent to Guantanamo Bay instead of illegal slugs. 4 years of Nazism, racism, and hate. You don't know real hate if you think that this is as far as it goes. Try to stop it. Anyway, that guy's a dweeb. But, like, this is the kind of stuff that I've been getting today from new people I've never seen before on Twitter. I'm getting more of them, too. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to sit on Twitter. So, yeah, I've been getting some weird fucking interactions today. That are linking your fucking video in my comments and shit.
Just people who have different opinions at the end of the day. If you have the urge to call them like a libtard soy boy cuck in the comments, write instead, you are a fine, distinguished gentleman. Have a wonderful afternoon. See? It's not that hard to control our anger.
This is a 17.5-minute video from a rich white person talking about how both parties are the exact same.
What a fine, distinguished gentleman. I hope he has a wonderful afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, Destiny is a piece of shit that we all hate, right? Yeah, this guy's real bad. So by putting Destiny prior to everyone, I mean, obviously he's probably the one with the most clout, so that makes sense. But like also kind of casting an umbrella on the rest of the people behind him, huh? Smart. Anyway, this guy's a bag of shit.
Who is her main audience? It's going to be all conservative types. Every single one. Every single one of these centristy people, their audiences are always conservatives 100% of the time, every single time, all of them.
Centrist type people. Okay, alright. Destiny has said that Kamala Harris is to the left of him on economics.
I agree. Destiny is definitely a centrist capitalist and is dabbling in right-wing politics. It is a defender of Israel and their genocide against Palestinians, and I think Shoe is to the left of him on most topics, probably in general, as he is an edgelord. I think the only time he ever looks smart is when he is talking to right-wingers. I think that his criticism of you is also accurate. Because of course, right? Because he could look at someone else and be like, this is what your problem is. You're also deeply centrist. Yeah, and we've already talked about the problem. Like you do a thing, you'll make a vaguely lefty notion, and then the punchline will be whatever the right believes is the thing. Like the thing you see on Fox News or on right-wing Twitter or from tradcath groups is the stuff you say at the end.
Kamala Harris. That technically puts Destiny to the right of me on econ. Destiny has opinions that fall to the left and right of where I'm standing. I have opinions that fall to the left or right of where Destiny is standing.
Right, you're both centrists.
So, who is the centrist here?
You. Both. You're both that. Tough. That's so funny. Wait, which one of us is the asshole? I have great news. There's plenty of room for both of you.
Or is centrism when you're a YouTuber who makes fun of both sides? And yeah, sure, sorry lefties and liberals and Democrats in my audience, you don't exist. You're all Republicans now. Take your complimentary Trump hat and liberal tears mug. Also, as a left-wing YouTuber, shouldn't having right-wingers in your audience kind of like be the goal? Who are you making content for if not? Do you...
No. You should have ex-right-wing members in your comments. That's what I have. I have a bunch of people who are no longer right-wing in my comments. I mean, I still, of course, get right-wingers in my comments, but members of my community are left-wing. Because, of course. You silly goose. Like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? Don't you want to be ineffective and have a bunch of people who you haven't convinced whatsoever in your fan base? No. Not for my purposes. No, I don't give a shit about that. If you are a right-wing person, I would love to talk to you about why you're wrong. And I know that I guess that's a little acidic of me, but you're wrong. It is what it is at this point. Like, facts don't care about your feelings. You're wrong. Capitalism is a failure. Like, any right-wing pro-capitalist opinion you have is probably a false one. And but especially like the social stuff. Like, you guys are like deeply misogynist and you don't even realize it, and it really affects how you operate in the world, and it's for the worse. Like, you guys want to go back to the 50s and stuff, and because white men could beat their wives and essentially have slaves. You guys don't even, like, you're below even that threshold. Like, the only thing we do is we criminalize people beating their spouses more. Like, you guys don't even, like, meet the threshold of what a nice person would be like in the 1950s. The moral decay that these guys say is happening is 100% a right-wing freak show, you know?
You just want to preach to a choir.
Like, the left is essentially just a bunch of people that want to live the life they want to live.
If you want to watch someone who agrees with you 100%, just talk to a fucking mirror. I don't understand this criticism. I like that there are people with diverse opinions in my audience. It's so freeing. I'm not audience captured. I can say I want to bring back Ronald Reagan from the dead so I can kill him with my bare hands, and the right-wingers in my audience would just be like, haha, she's so funny.
Because they're simps, bro. Like, what are you fucking talking about? You know why. They're simps. Because you're not a serious person, so they don't take you seriously. Don't you, like, don't you feel a little fucking annoyed by that? You did it to yourself, too, to some extent. Like, there's always going to be a misogynistic element to this, but, like, they kind of, you essentially just give them permission to hang out in your chat, and so they do, and you make them feel a little bit better about themselves. That's what's happening. And not in like like you hear that and you're like, oh, that's not so bad. Why are you against that? But like, you're affirming bad behavior. You know, if you want to be the commie mommy, then you have to correct the behavior. But you're not. You're not doing that because that's not how you are. I mean, you're just a centrist, and it sucks. Like you want healthcare, but you don't know how to get it. Like you say you want some of this stuff, but you don't understand the problems. I know people have talked to you about that. I'm sure you had conversations with Vosh about this.
It's nice we can listen to alternative viewpoints. I can fix her. Frankly, I know for a fact a lot of left-wing channels would kill for the audience demographic I have. Are you kidding me? How do we reach young men on the right? How do we get young men to listen to us? Skill issue.
It's hard for me to know, bro. I can't.
It's not a skill issue. You have to placate. I'm unwilling to suck their fucking ass to get them to sit in my fucking chat. Like, what? I have more dignity than that. It's whatever. I mean, if you have the patience for that, cool. But you're not like trying to convert these boys. You're just allowing them to act how they already fucking act and then affirming their behavior and then going like, why does this suck? It's crazy. Like, you're genuinely large enough on the platform to be influential in this space. Like, you're an influencer. And you have a negative influence on the politics of America. Genuinely. To whatever extent people watch your shit and vote. Destiny does as well. It's a bad thing. I mean, if you want the outcomes you say you want, which I'm suspicious of, but especially like stuff like healthcare, you have to walk the walk.
I honestly can't tell with a lot of these people. I wish I could just get them in a room and get them like shit-faced and we could just like have a conversation where it's like, do you understand, like, you know that like all your fans are conservative, right? You know that like everything you do is conservative, right?
Dude. Of course he wants to get Shoe0nHead inebriated in a room alone.
Can you tell that? Are you aware of that?
Okay, first of all, getting drunk with Destiny and having him all up in my face like, you know you're a conservative, right? You know your audience is conservative, right? Sounds like a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, I fucking agree. True. Holy shit.
I think I would throw up and cry.
Yeah.
This is all special.
Yeah, I would fucking, yeah, no, you don't deserve that. I don't really fucking like Shoe0nHead, but yeah, that's gross.
Especially funny coming from someone like him, who's also constantly called a centrist and a right-winger and a Nazi because he has opinions that fall outside of the left-wing internet bubble. Like, I have seen people say these exact criticisms of Destiny, that his audience is full of incels and right-wingers. You know, Destiny, at the end of the day, we're not so different, you and I.
People like Tim Pool I know are intentionally lying, 100%. But for somebody like this, like all of the other centrist types that get swept up in the middle that end up just being like mass conservative propagandists, I'm not sure.
What? I'm sorry. Mass conservative propaganda? I am so tired of defending myself like this, though. Frankly, I've seen what makes someone a progressive to these people. So I don't really mind when they call me conservative. I'll take it, Destiny. Conservative, centrist, whatever.
Someone did die. One of the bullets hit Cory Comparator as he was protecting his family. It's one thing to make fun of a failed assassination attempt, even a successful assassination attempt on a politician. If we can't mock or criticize the people in power, there is an issue. But it's another thing to mock a innocent Trump supporter that died. The guy...
Dog... This is what she's going to criticize me later of. And I still have the same opinion, so I don't care. It's not like innocent to go to a Trump rally. Like, I know that you're not, like, you maybe when you look back on the shit that's happening right now. But I guess maybe it's because there's a dehumanization of like migrants and stuff like that. But they're shipping people out and like ripping these families apart. ICE raids are doing unlawful things. They don't even have fucking warrants right now. I mean, he's taking autocratic steps. There, you know, I mean, this is not great for everybody. And he was no angel, right? Like, you guys would have said the same shit about, like, if Kyle Rittenhouse had shot the fucking Trump supporter that got shot, you would just drag up all the shit he said on the internet and be like, well, this is the reason that it's okay that he died. Like, you're a hypocrite about this. Well, nobody should have died.
I didn't have any power. He wasn't a politician. He was just a dude. I don't like...
He wasn't just a dude. He was a guy that was posting a ton of inflammatory shit on his social media, who was at a rally for one of the most inflammatory candidates of all time, but...
A dude wasn't just a dude and deserved to die because he posted...
He didn't deserve to... Who said anything about deserving to die? What? I just don't give a shit that he died. What do you... Well, I don't care. You chose to go to a fucking Trump rally. I think you're misunderstanding what the fuck's going on. I don't want him to die. I don't... Like, Trump supporters are ultimately victims of propaganda and typically, like, Fox News and, you know, getting worked around by the right wing because they're in the pulpit and they've been told their whole fucking lives that this is how you be a man and you gotta vote right wing, and, you know, they took our slaves from us, although they're not really saying that, are they? They're just acting like it. And I mean, it is what it is. You go to an extremist rally, there's a chance you could get fucking killed. Like, nobody who goes in Black Bloc and goes to, like, defend a community from the police goes there with 100% assurance that they're going to make it out. And I realize that, like, you don't think that a Trump rally in the middle of this election cycle is necessarily akin to that, but it fucking is. It's an extremist thing to be like an avowed MAGA guy, even if there's a lot of you. Not her. She would never.
Posted inflammatory shit online? My brother in Christ, you do that. I do that. We all do that. All right, I'm done with this one. I'm done. I don't know what I expected. I honestly expected better. I did not expect this. Hopefully the next person is more sane. So let's go. Let's go.
This is called America is in Shambles. I'm excited to see what this is.
Build Back Better? Agenda 47? Let me introduce you to the Shoe New Deal. Bring back the red Pizza Hut cups.
What is this video? Is this just, are we just going to be like, America's in shambles and we're just going to, haha, I'm a shit poster, I don't care because nothing affects me. Right, like it's just like disaffected memes or something? This is what we're doing?
I love how he's so confused about the concept of an opening skit. I don't understand. Where's the 500 paragraphs of text?
500 paragraphs of text? What? That's not what I'm saying.
I've been very busy, as some of you know now, and as some of you guessed. I have recently had a baby, and as it turns
Whoa.
out, that takes up a lot of your time, and it-
Ugh.
Wait, why did he go ugh? Why did he go ugh?
Babies, yuck.
Nearly 40-year-old man. Come on, Jake. Tick-tock. Time to settle down and have some children.
What? What do you mean settle down and have children? I don't want to fucking have children. What does that even fucking mean? That's super weird. Time to settle down and have children. No? I think I won't. You fucking live your own life, dog. What? My wife doesn't want to have a kid. I don't either. Hello? Jake's womb is drying up. I'm running out of time, bro.
June used to be on a messaging basis with me. I feel like anyone who knows me knows I've never wanted children. So don't presume what I want to fucking do with my uterus, for fuck's sake.
That's pretty fucking weird. This is not different than like Stefan Molyneux being like, your eggs are drying up. Shoe0nHead tells me I'm running out of time to have kids. Did you feel like you had to have a baby, June? Yeah, that's weird, dude. Like, did you feel pressure to have a child? Did you please say that you just wanted to have a child and no one pressured you to have a child? Although I know, of course, it's true, right? Everyone pressures you guys to have kids. Everybody does. It's so weird. Salami's drying up. My balls are going to be fucking wilted before we know it.
Those sperms are drying up. Oh yeah, he's winning. I shit.
Oh yeah, he's winning. Cope?
Bullet just grazed his ear because he turned at the last second to look at some immigration chart. Being racist literally saved his life. There's a lesson in that.
There's a lesson in being racist. cool, dude. Like, she lampshades that's just a joke, wink, wink. And then, like, the dumbass f***ing Zoomer Coomer that's in her comments down here,
I'm right,
does not think she's joking, thinks she's dog whistling, which she is, and is totally like, yeah, I love being racist. Being racist is good and makes me survive bullets or some shit now. Yeah, man. Absolutely, bro. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm going to influence vulnerable Zoomers into believing racism makes them bulletproof.
Oh, I'm sorry. Now the joke detector's turned off, June. The fucking... We can't... Now I can't tell what jokes are. I truly do believe literally that it makes you bulletproof and that you are telling them that. Shut the fuck up, dude. Come on, man. Counter-joked. Joke debunked!
What are you saying, bro? The dog whistles! The dog whistles! Call a fucking joke. There's no dog whistle. There's no mask. It's a joke. It's a joke about racism, yes! Somehow...
But June, the joke that you make about racism is the same joke you make about every other one. Like, I told you before, your punchline is always right-wing. The punchline is always right-wing. And you don't understand what that is. Like, you're genuinely normalizing right-wing opinions when you say that shit. Like, some people will accurately understand your joke. But I'm telling you, you have a right-wing audience. Like, I get right-wingers in my shit every time we interact. I get right-wingers in my shit. It's not a fucking coincidence. Everyone's telling you this happens. You've had arguments with people in the past. This has been years and years of this shit. We've all been saying this forever and ever. This has been your big fucking thing. And you don't listen to anybody. We're all right about this. Irony posting is how most of those dumbass kids got into right-wing belief. 100%! Because they go, oh, wink, wink. You don't sound different than, like, Nick Fuentes when he says the same shit. So if someone doesn't know, she doesn't actually believe in that, you know what I mean? Like, you sound like a right-winger. Whether you like it or not, that's what you sound like. So right-wingers are going to show up and feel validated. It's just, you got to get it through your head that you do influence them. And you certainly realize the way you structure your jokes. You must. There's no way it could be this consistent. Maybe I'm just thinking about how writing too much. I don't know.
Knew that roof would be unguarded, laid down and aimed a rifle at the former president without being noticed. This was insane incompetence, or they let it happen.
Oh my god, and now she's doing conspiracy theories? She watches Fox News now all the time. You could see it.
I'm leaning more towards the former because if you look at our bridges and airplanes, America's in shambles.
First of all, why the fuck would I watch Fox News? Tucker Carlson isn't on there anymore. Also, I love how he paused before I finished my sentence. Said a thing he thought epically owned me, then
epically owned you? Come on, dude. Epically owned. Yeah. I said that too. I was like, watch me epically own. You see what I'm saying? Not Kaiser. Like, you have to like stick around. You have to stick around.
Paused, and I continued and said the opposite of what he thought I would say. His fan fiction of me that believes in Fox News conspiracies turned out not to be real. The man is out here fighting ghosts. He's fighting his schizophrenic thoughts. He took too much cough syrup and I appeared in the corner of his room talking about Fox News.
People were laughing about how some of the cops protecting Trump were women and like, come on now, that's sexist. They were making these awful memes like this.
And then you just do the sexist joke. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm being validated in the middle of this, and then you do the right-wing joke. That's the punchline. Look, the wage gap. You're validating the person who made that meme. Guys who agree with that meme get the yuck. I don't know why you don't realize you're doing that. Or you do, and you're just you're denying it. You're just like, no, that's not what I'm doing. Like, certainly you must realize it. You go, that's sexist, but I don't care. You know what you're doing, dude.
Yes, I do know what I am doing. I am making jokes. I am making jokes about sexism and racism. Yes.
But the punchlines are always affirming the bad position, June. All of the punchlines are racism is funny, not bad. Racism is funny. Oh, the wage gap is real. And that's funny that people would bring up the wage. And look, the sexism is validated. You dumbass. What are you talking about? What the fuck? I feel like you don't understand that the jokes you're saying are bad. Like, that you get validation and clicks for them is proof that they work on right-wingers. And you know this, and that's why you structure it that way. So it's quite cynical to say you want these left-wing beliefs politically, and then when you act with your massive platform in the opposite direction, validating the right-wing guys and their political thoughts, like every single punchline is the same like this.
Again, no mask, no dog whistles. I am blatantly just saying these things. White
Right, man.
Women for Harris meeting raised millions, broke Zoom.
Yep.
Oh, but when I want to have a whites-only meeting, I'm called a racist.
Wow, cool, dude. That's a really sick fucking KKK joke you have there.
This guy isn't even debunking anything. He's just
debunking? What's to debunk? What is to be debunked? You did the same joke setup again. I'm right from start to finish on this. Okay?
It's like, you made a joke. Okay? And
the what do you mean, okay, and? Your joke validates right-wingers every time. That's the and. You're not listening, obviously, to the critique. I made a joke! What do you think, jokes are things we can't critique? If it's a joke, it can't... Don't touch it! Nobody look at it! It was a joke! Like, fuck off! Stop hiding behind that! What the fuck is wrong with you? It was a joke! Huh?
And you are in the wrong neighborhood. That doesn't work here. We have fun here, sir.
Boyfriend writes your scripts, that joke confirms it? Dude, it's so bad.
A woman making a joke? I bet her boyfriend wrote that. Wow! Sexist much?
Whoever's comment I read. How dare you?
Dog whistle? Also kind of a random tangent, but like I've gotten this actually unironically in like innocent ways. Like, who writes your stuff? Give props to your editor. I write my own stuff. I edit my own stuff. I've been doing it for 10 years. I still use iMovie to edit. I do have an assistant who helps me get sponsorships and edits the sponsor segments. But if I could hire anyone to do anything, it would be to be the person in front of the camera. That is my least favorite part. I love writing, I love editing. I hate this. Maybe I'll just pull a Daily Wire one day and do a little switcheroo and replace myself with someone else. I'll just tell Moist Critical to shave his beard. None of you will know the difference. Basically, if I could be a VTuber, I would.
You can. You can be a VTuber. Do it then. What? Go ahead.
I give myself pink hair and big anime titties.
Do it.
All right, moving on.
One of the bullets hit Corey Comparator as he was protecting his family. But there were people like mocking this, which is insane to me. Like it's one thing to make fun.
Well, he was a racist, so he caught a bullet for no fucking reason at a hit, like a, Trump rally, right? It's like being upset the Nazi guy hit at a Nazi rally, right?
Oh my god, they're all justifying it.
Justifying? No, I just don't give a fuck. What do you mean justifying it? It doesn't need to be justified. We know why the guy shot. He missed. I don't know. What do you want me to do about it? You want me to cry over this fucking guy? Not gonna happen.
Trump supporter that died.
He's not innocent, actually. He went to a Trump rally, supported Donald Trump publicly.
Am I going insane? I'm crashing out, bro. I'm crashing out.
If you were a better person, you wouldn't be at a Trump rally. You feel me? So, yeah.
If you were a better person, like me, a person who thinks people who disagree with me should be shot and killed?
No. That's not what I said. I said, I don't care if he got shot and killed. I don't give a shit. I don't care one way or another. I don't think he should be. I just don't care that he was. Why can't you delineate?
Then this wouldn't have happened. Unreal! Okay, on to the last response to this particular video. Let's hope this guy is a little better.
Welcome to America.
I don't know who that is, but if you want to watch that, go for it. Your punchlines are all right wing, and I think you know it, and that's why. And so you cater to right wing audiences, and I don't know why you're confused that that's everyone's critique of you. Cool. If you want to go watch the rest of that, Alec is cool, I guess. I've never watched. Also, so true, pass Jake. Yeah. I'm not gonna fucking clutch pearls over guys who catch bullets at Trump rallies. The same way that like you're not crying over like anyone on the left that ever gets victimized by the right.